Assalamualaikum, sir.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम। फिर
Sir, is there like the two of us or there are other people also here?
क्या बोले बेटा, थोड़ी आवाज़ थोड़ी ब्रेक करिए, फिर से बोलिए।
There are sir, फिर दो अच्छा लोग ज्वाइन हो रहे हैं। ठीक ठीक नहीं. Actually, I was thinking कि only two of us is here.
नहीं समझ पा रहा हूँ मैं, आवाज़ डिस्टर्ब आ रही है आपकी थोड़ी सी।
नहीं नहीं सर, मैं ये देख रहा था कि ये सिर्फ हम ही दो लोग हैं या कुछ और भी लोग हैं, फिर
और लोग
बाद में
ज्वाइन
भी
कर
लोग
रहे
ने
हैं,
ज्वाइन
फैसल
किए.
मोहसिन ने ज्वाइन किया है,
हाँ
महरूश रिजवान ने ज्वाइन
जी
किया है
जी.
अभी। शुरू में आपने ज्वाइन किया था बस, फिर और लोग भी ज्वाइन कर
ओके
रहे
सर.
हैं जी। मैं मैसेज डाल रहा हूँ ग्रुप पे भी, जल्दी ज्वाइन कर लें। We will wait just for a couple of minutes and let others join if they are joining, and then we will start.
ओके सर.
Let me know if my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, screen is visible.
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. So, uh, my name is Shah Imran Alam. Let's hear from you guys. Like, what is your name, and then from which university or college you are, and what is your background. So, let us start one by one. Mudassir, can you unmute, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Yes, sir. My name is Mudassir Nazar. Currently, I am doing Masters in Computer Science Engineering from Jawaharlal Nehru University, and I've completed my BTech in CS from AKTU, Lucknow.
Okay.
Now I'm in second year, so that's all from my.
Okay, fine, fine. Mudassir. So, do you have any background with AI, machine learning, or data
Uh,
analytics?
yes, sir. From the very beginning, from BTech itself, I was into data science and all, and whatever project I've built, so it's mainly it's based on those AI and data science, and mostly related to maybe images or from a security perspective.
Okay, great. And what is the domain that you have chosen in the form when you applied here for the internship?
So data science and AI.
Uh,
I actually don't
no, 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 no.
remember the
The
actual
domain must be
name.
something like
So
business management or something, or healthcare, something like that.
there was some security. I actually don't remember actually, sir.
Come again, please.
Sir, actually, I don't remember what I actually filled, but there were few options. So I was mainly concerned with security and data science. If that would be there, then I must have chosen those.
Okay. Then, do you have that access to the form?
No, sir, we filled that form and then I guess we didn't get the copy of that field.
You must have received in the mail, right? The copy.
I don't know, sir. I have not received, I guess.
Okay, please check. If there is, then you must figure out what is the domain that you have applied, because apart from me, there is possibility that one more person will join from the domain, right? So whatever domain that you have
Okay.
chosen, you will have to work on that domain first. Okay, this is for
Yes,
everyone.
sir. Yes.
फैसल, महरुश, रिजवान, आप सभी के लिए है कि if you have filled some domain in the form, then try to figure that out. There is one more person. Let me admit it. Okay. So just check your mail, the form that you have submitted. If there is a copy in the mail, then look for the domain that you have selected. The other person who will be allocated, not yet allocated, but will soon be allocated, is expected to be of
Mm-hmm.
that domain. Okay, so he will also be working with us. Okay. Uh,
But, can you tell us the mail of?
no, no, no. I am talking about the form that you have submitted. Then you must have received an automated, response that this is the form that you have
uh,
submitted.
the copy of that? No,
Copy of
the
that. Yes,
copy of the form which we have filled.
yes, yes, yes. Look which domain you have opted for, and if you are able to find out, just mention with your name, the domain name in the group. Otherwise, just let me know. I will try to figure out and let you know. Okay, in that case. Okay.
Yes.
Faisal Mohsin, can you please unmute?
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I am actually in fourth year electronics from Jamia Hamdard University. And
Okay.
sir, you have taught us Java in, if you remember, in third semester, you have taught us Java.
Okay, so you are our internal student. Good, great.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, fine. तो फैसल कुछ करा है आपने इस पर एआई पे कुछ
Sir, actually, I built recently. I have completed internship in CSR box. So I've built an agentic AI which responds to email and detects the spam emails and reply
okay,
as
fine.
as a company. Yes, sir.
Okay, before we proceed, one question: is everyone is comfortable with the language, like a mix of both the languages? Any issues with anyone? Okay, fine. ठीक है फैसल. Do you know your domain, Faisal, that you have
Yes,
applied
sir.
for this?
Yes, sir. I have applied for management and business analytics.
Management and business analytics, right? Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Then we have uh, Mehrush. Mehrush, could you please unmute yourself? Mehrush Rizwan, are you there?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
So my name is Meru Shrestha and I am currently pursuing BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering from UEM Kolkata. And I am currently in third year.
Okay, fine. Uh, any other background regarding data science or machine learning? Do you
So
have?
I have chosen healthcare and medical AI.
Okay, you have chosen healthcare and medical AI. Okay, fine. Okay. But do you have any background? I mean, have you any prior work in projects or something?
No, sir, I have made projects like health monitoring system and agriculture based projects.
Okay, so did you use any analytical techniques there or machine learning techniques over there?
So right now I don't remember, but I have used some.
Okay, okay, fine. Divya Mondal,
Yes, sir.
yeah, tell me something about your background from where you are.
So, I'm from Kolkata, West Bengal.
Hmm.
I'm currently in my third year pursuing BTech in Computer Science and Engineering from the Government College of Engineering and Laser Technology.
Okay.
And I have also selected the domain of AI in medical field.
Mm-hmm.
I last means on second year I have done an internship on it's on means database management. And in related to my projects, I have done one project related to this same, like in AI in medical field, like some emergency assistant in medical field related to means using AI. I have used that in my project.
Okay. So what kind of data have you used over there?
What we have done is basically like some person while they are going through some immediate emergency, the other people around them, they can like we have made an website, no, an app which works online offline mode, and there you can just google the symptoms, and google means you will just record the symptoms and they will give you the in detail things and what steps to be done next. Like this is the project I have done, I have made.
Okay, great. Okay, so this connect is about the briefing about how you are going to proceed for 1.5 months. Uh, so first, let's clear the expectations. This is not a classroom training, so this is an internship. That means that we are going to connect on a weekly basis, unless there is some requirement to connect in between. So if there is any requirement, we are going to connect definitely, but otherwise we are going to connect on weekly basis, and we will monitor the progress. We will try to help you out if there is any directional pointers required. So for this purpose, we are going to be there with you, right? But ultimately, you are the one who is going to take up the task and complete it. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me show you one documentation which is basically a bifurcation of the task. Uh, just a second. Yeah. So, for this 1.5 months of internship, we have divided the task on the weekly basis. So, there is week 1, week 2, and so on till week 5 and week 6. So, week 6 is going to be the final submission and the certification phase, where everything will be finally evaluated, and you will have to give a presentation, the summary, and all those details about the project, whatever you have done. So that will be required. And week 5 is going to be a kind of a prep for that week 6. So there will be draft internship report, there will be presentation draft, and supervisor may ask you to give a initial presentation review and revise the things if there is any deficiencies in that. Okay. uh, as far as the start is concerned, so in week 1 we are going to focus on literature review and research exploration. Okay. So can someone tell me what is a literature review?
So, sir, literature review is basically whatever the work has done on this field, we just uh, study about this. That
Uh-huh.
whatever work has done, then we'll make a report that okay, this much has work already done on this field, and then what can we do to further enhance that.
Okay. And what is research exploration?
To maybe to find gaps so that we can explore more, and then we can build our own model on top
Right.
of it.
Right. Basically, we will look for some direction, right? Where we can
Yes, sir.
proceed further, right? So the key activities here is in for week 1 is you need to understand the selected research domain. Like for example, someone said that they have opted for business analytics. So they will have to understand the domain of business analytics. What are the common problem areas? Like for example, for business analytics, usually you will look for the sales data, and then if there is a drop in the sales or for a particular product something, or for a region, then you will try to get insight into it and try to figure out what could be the problem, and then you need to come up with the solution this kind of problem. uh, uh, this is just one example. There are many numerous examples of it. So so for this you have to understand it first. Then you have to conduct a structural review, literature review, right, using scholarly database. That means uh, uh, the review that we require you to do is should be from some such a database which is scholarly, means some which has got some collection of research or such things which are basically elaborative in itself, right? So, and then finally, you are going to identify the research trends, which is the requirement of current modern day world, uh, maybe for a specific country like us, and then what could be the gaps, what are the possible gaps that could be fulfilled to proceed further, and this is in itself is going to give us the direction, है ना? So the learning outcomes of this first week should be you should gain the foundational understanding of the research area. You should understand what is the foundation, right, about this research area, right? uh, then you must be in a position to develop academic research and analytical skills. Like for example, if you are trying to understand the let me say, put it this way, the decline in the sales data for a particular month, or for a particular region, or for a particular income group of people, something like that. This. So, what are the techniques, statistical techniques, or data analytic techniques, or maybe if you are building around a model to find it the solution, then what could be the machine learning techniques that you will be using to finally analyze you know so some understanding, at least a theoretical understanding, should be built in this phase, right? While you are doing review, you will come across lots of such names which details out that which technique is applied in which particular problem. So you will try to figure out, you will try to map what kind of problems are suitable for which kind of techniques are suitable for which kind of problem, like so this is what is expected. Then we will expect you to identify the relevant AI applications in their discipline. This is a very general thing, like what are the trivial applications, or the maybe the possible applications also, which where AI could be applied. So that is like you are trying to find the opportunity where you can apply your knowledge. So you have to deliver two things. One in the form of document, of course. One is literature review summary. So you have to, it says summary, but I will advise you to go for a broader research literature review document, complete document, preferably in the form of a review paper. So that will outline everything in a structured way, uh, that what prior work has been done, depending upon the prior work, what do you see as a new focus, or as or do you conclude something out of it from that data, with different reviews. And then with all that you will have to figure out the initial research insight, that if this is the thing what have been done in last past, say for example for 2 years, and what are the challenges people are facing, then what are the new things that or the problems that could be possibly be focused upon to solve, right? So this is these two things are the deliverables for you. So you have to give literature survey, one thing. The other is the initial research insight. So out of that, whatever research insight that you obtain, that you have to submit. Any questions around it?
So
No questions? Okay, tell me how you are going to do this.
I guess that sir, for literature review, we have to read papers, scholarly papers,
Okay,
or
so tell me from where you will
research
start looking
articles.
for.
There are sites like Google Scholar. We can search there,
Correct.
or we may also search on different libraries like ACM library or those IEEE Explore. From
Okay.
there, we can get those journal or conference papers or transaction papers.
So it's not
Yes.
restricted to only journal and conference. Rather, you can go on for most recent, you know, even the white papers, or the tutorials, or some kind of good content which are published, which can help you to gain this understanding, right? So
Yes.
either you can go with some LLM tool, and you can write prompts over there to get the proper listing of the research papers. That is one thing you can do. Or if you are not comfortable with that, you can just simply open Google Scholar, because Google Scholar is going to collect the research paper from different sources like ACM, as you said, from Springer and so on. So it will give you a complete listing of it, and whatever is open source, you can just open right from there, right? So
Yes.
let's just see how we can proceed further with Google Scholar, and then um, we will wind up the session for today. So okay, wait. So you can see Google Scholar over here, right? So So let me open the Google Scholar. You see this Scholar Lab,
Yes, sir.
it will help you to type even prompts. So this is even more easier. So like for example, you see this query, find two papers from the past 2 years about how to determine. So we always say that go for the most recent papers because they will give you the recent work, and in the citation of those papers which are from last 2 years, you will get the citations of those papers which are the building block of the work. So you will keep on looking on those papers. They may be old papers, and you can follow up them like just like a chain. So let's say find I will say review paper here. Review papers from the past 2 years about, say, let's say someone said about healthcare, as they have chosen the domain, right? About healthcare. Uh, let's see what we are getting. Uh, Let me just correct this prompt a little more. Review papers from healthcare that are applied using AI status analytics, analytics and ML. Say for example, okay. So I'm getting a little specific here. So see, you get federated learning in smart healthcare, a comprehensive review on privacy, security, and predictive analytics with IoT integration, right? So it's a comprehensive review. This paper is itself a review. Normally, we have got research papers and we have got review papers, right? So the research paper is something which has got to do with some experimentation, some model building, and things like that. And they try to fine tune the things, and then they try to evaluate it against other existing, models and techniques, and then they present their gain, the pros and the cons and everything. So that's called a research paper. But there's a the review paper basically means that this paper, like for example, it's in 2024 paper, published in MDPI journal. So it is going to build over all the work which has been done in the last few years, and then it will tell you, like it says, predictive analysis application. So, predictive analytics application means there are different kinds of analytics techniques. One of them is predictive. That once you have gathered the insight from the data, then you need to predict something. Like, for example, if a person has got such and such symptoms, then I will have to predict what is the possibility of the disease, and we will talk in terms of accuracy, right? How accurate my prediction is. So these are measured. There are metrics for it. So uh, such kind of work has been reviewed. Similarly, you can see in 2025 Willy Online Library, it's a health science related paper, and here they have possibly discussed on ML and analytics application, how they are used in healthcare, and how they will not only just they will just collect all those papers and they will list down. They will finally give a conclusion of their own opinion on that. Then only it becomes a paper, right? Otherwise it's just a collected document. So it becomes a paper when you give your own insight after that, right? That means you figure out, okay, this paper says this paper says this paper says this, and depending upon their statics, I have my own conclusion that I have drawn from all of these, right? I have found these gaps which are common in multiple areas. So probably I will just go with a pie chart that okay, 33% of the work says that this is the gap. This is one single gap in their work, right? Then 20% say this is the gap. For example, this is the problem they are facing. So the one which has got 33%, say for example, that is the highest problem that everyone is facing. Then probably I will try to focus on that, right? So that will be the insight. That is your conclusion, depending upon the review that you have done, right? So this should also be there. This is the insight. This is the insight. That is what we require from you. We require two things. One is the literature review summary, and then we require an initial research insight. Got the idea?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can just open any one of them. Say for example, so let's say this is the paper that I have opened. So the impact of artificial intelligence on healthcare, a comprehensive review of advancement in diagnostic, treatment, and operational efficiency. So they have uh, this is the abstract. What method they have used for analysis, that is the review. Okay. So they said that they are using data from Web of Science from 2014 to 2024, that is a decade data, focusing on keywords like AI, ML, and healthcare application. This is how you actually, what the method they are suggesting in, that is the one, that is the way you should actually do the review, right? So you should pick a slot that okay, I am going to look for 10 years or 5 years data, and I will look for Web of Science means those SCI index, SCI and SCI extended index papers. Those I will look for. Those are one of the most reputed journals which comes under Web of Science. And then I will focus on keywords. Always look for reputed journals. Don't go for any just Tom, Dick, and Harry kind of journal. So that will not help you. Uh, then while they search on the keywords like AI, ML, and healthcare applications. Then it examines the use and effects of AI on healthcare by synthesizing recent literature and real-world case studies. So they have collected a lot of real-world case studies, such as Google Health, IBM Watson Health. This is something you must Google and try to figure out what is this. This is a very important thing for you if you are working in healthcare. Highlighting AI technologies, what are the technologies they have used, their useful applications, what are the useful applications that has come out of it, and the difficulties, what are the challenges they found in putting them into practice, right? So including the problem with data security. Data security is another problem. Privacy with medical data, it's privacy is one more aspect which is very critical, and there are laws, very strict laws around it, right? Then what is the resource limitations? Like for example, if you start looking for the medical data, then probably it's very hard to get a medical data because they are under the control of either medical council or under the control of hospitals. So it's not easy. If you go for a dummy data, then that will not give you a real insight, right? So that this could be one limitation, right? That you are not getting a good data, and even if you are getting the good data, you may not getting a data which represent every scenario. Like it's not a proper represented data in itself. Like it may not represent every age group or every region that may be affected by epidemic or a disease, something like that, right? So these could be the challenges, and the review also discuss new developments in AI and how they affect the society, right? So this is the method they have used, right? So you can just use similar methods, and then the findings that they say is the finding they have out of all this review, they have this studied so many papers, and then they give a finding that it demonstrates how AI is enhancing the skills of the medical professionals, enhancing diagnosis and opening. So they must be very particular in giving the exact applications where it is being used, And what is their contribution, right? And opening the door to more individual treatment plans as reflected in the steady rise of AI-related healthcare publications. Uh, okay, so they say that they have read around 731 article by 2024. So core applications like remote monitoring and predictive analytics. So they are talking about techniques. One is remote monitoring, um, like for example if something is in village, people are there in village, and then from village they just have a center over there where the patients come, and the doctor is not available in the village. He is somewhere in a district hospital or somewhere, and then he can just talk through remote ways. In today's context, we also go for online consultations, right? So that is what is the remote monitoring. And then they do a predictive analytics to improve operational effectiveness and patient involvement. Like those patients cannot travel so far. Like for my mother, for example, for my mother is aged, and she had lots of problem with their knees and other problems. So it's not easy for me to take her to the hospital for every each and everything. So we also go for consultation online when we see or when we understand that the physical involvement is not so much required over there, or rather, there is a follow-up, consultation is required. So, so they are focusing on that aspect probably. And however, there are major obstacles to the mainstream implementation in AI healthcare, including issues with data security and budget constraint. So they are listing down the major obstacles, right? So if even if they would have ranked the obstacles, that the highest or the biggest obstacle is this, the next biggest is this. So we get an idea that which obstacle is something which needs to be solved first, or maybe they collect all the obstacles and they see there the dependency between the obstacles, right? So one obstacle must be solved before, so that the other obstacle could be solved, because that might be dependent on it, right? So they can give a guideline after their review, right? That this obstacle must be focused first, and then only we can go for the next obstacle, right? Because that obstacle is dependent upon the prior one. So that is one way of seeing the problem, and then concluding or inferring out of all the review that we have studied, right? I'm pointing again, you will have to finally get the research insight also, right? So that could be one thing. Guys, getting the idea? Any questions? I can't hear you guys.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you tell us that should we focus on a specific or particular area, or we can decide on our own?
No,
Like,
no.
will you be telling us
First thing,
that in which
first thing
areas?
first. First thing first. The whatever domain that you have filled in the form, right? You
Yes,
have
sir.
to follow that, right? Because the mentor, the external mentor from other, I am from computer science engineering, so the other mentor which will be assigned to you will be from that domain itself, from our university only. So whatever domain that you have chosen, you have to work on that domain itself. Then when you go with the review, you do a broader review, right? You get the insight, and then probably in the next week when we come here, uh, in week 2 with faculty interaction and topic finalization, then that week will be mostly dependent, mostly focused on, you know you will be discussing with faculty mentor, then you will identify the research gap in more detail, the practical problem statement, that you will phrase the problem statement, that this is the problem that we need to size, we need to look upon and solve. Then the finalization of the internship topic and objective. So the specific things is something which is a part of week 2. Does that
Yes,
answer
sir.
your question?
Yes, sir. That was my concern.
Okay. Any other concern or questions?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So I think I'm done with. So thank you guys. Just look what is the domain that you have filled in the form that you have submitted. Get your mail handy and then just look into that. If not, uh, if you are able to find, just mention in the group, and if with your name, and if not, then just let me know. I will try to figure it out for you. Okay?
Sir, if possible, can we get that PDF so that we can get a rough idea of our work?
Say again, Faisal.
Sir, the PDF which you were showing our work were divided into weeks, week one, week two. Can we get
Yeah,
that a
yeah. I,
copy?
I, I, I will share. I will share. I just
Thank you,
need
sir.
to understand from the department.
Okay, sir.
So probably it will take 1 or 2 days. Okay, that what details we can share you at this stage and what should be withheld. So I will need to figure it out. Okay, but definitely that will be shared. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. So I'm closing the meeting for today. Better start working. See, we will meet on weekly basis itself, but in between there is a possibility that if the new mentor is assigned, I may reconnect with you guys, or if you guys have any issues, then you can write it on the group. We will try to, if necessary, we will try to have some meeting in between also. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Chalo. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.